Lawful People, Lawful Money, Lawful Remedy. May 25, 2019 by Anna von Reitz. People come to me and they want to argue. They have a clear view of their part of the elephant and they want to argue about it. If they have hold of the trunk, they want to tell me all about how it is long and flexible and tapered and seems to be hollow. If they have grabbed a leg, they are telling me about how it is rock solid and cylindrical. If they have hold of an ear, well, then, it is flat and flexible and flops back and forth like a piece of heavy cloth. Then, of course, they want to argue with each other, too. Which one is right? They all are. They are just experiencing the government and the court system from different directions. It's important to step back and realize we have a whole elephant here. This morning I got a stream of emails because a petition of remonstrance was not heard nor addressed by the state of New Hampshire legislature. No big surprises here in Alaska. When you petition anyone or anything, you give up your sovereignty to them, like a little kid petitioning for a cookie. Does the parent have the right to ignore such a petition and go on doing the laundry? And as it turns out, the petition was misaddressed. Why ask Joe about Joseph's business? It doesn't make sense, does it? The names are similar, but there are two different parties involved. So there again, why would the state of New Hampshire have a word to say about New Hampshire's business? This was followed by more emails back and forth, with people discovering that we don't have any courts. Oh, my. If I recall correctly, I came to the conclusion that all we have functioning as courts here, with very few exceptions, are 1. Administrative tribunals that handle in-house disputes for the corporations, 2. Maritime, commercial courts operating under Admiralty jurisdiction granted by Article 3, Section 2 and exercised via the special supplemental rules of the Federal Code of Civil Procedure, 3. Admiralty courts functioning under Article 3 and the U.S. Code of Military Justice, military common law. That was about 5 years ago, but the startled squawking about this discovery goes on anyway. Then the same people who say that I am wrong go on to prove me right, and the only thing that is accomplished is that more time and energy is wasted while everyone gropes the elephant. The reason we don't have any courts is that we haven't been acting in our rightful capacity as lawful people. We were unaware that we had been redefined as legal persons, and we have not, as a result, provided ourselves with the lawful courts we are owed under the constitutions. That's right. We have been defrauded, that's true, and we have every right to bring claims and take action. But at the other end of the day, our lack of an honest court system for the service of lawful people is our own fault. We are the ones we have been waiting for. There is a lawful system. We have to build it back up. There is a legal system. They own it in our names. Deal with the facts, folks. We are naturally lawful persons known as people, but when we are just babes in our cradles, the perpetrators of the great fraud sneak in, get our mothers to sign undisclosed contracts, and use that as the basis to redefine us as legal persons, instead. No notice is given, so of course, you are unaware and unable to rebut their legal presumption and deceitfully fabricated evidence, the birth certificate, that you are acting as a legal person and not a lawful person. That is, until now, when you have all been given not only the history of how this came to be, but also the tools you need to correct the situation and reclaim your status as a lawful person and one of the people of this country. Go to www.annavonreitz.com and scroll down to Article 928. There is a logic to be observed. There are lawful people living under the public law of this country, and those lawful people are owed all the lawful money and actual assets, and they are also the ones owed all lawful relief and remedy as well. Legal persons have no such rights nor property interests. Underline that statement, put it in large boldface letters in your mind. Think about it. Think about what it implies. If you don't get busy and reclaim your lawful birthright political status, you stand to be cheated out of your birthright and sold a bowl of porridge in purportedly equitable exchange. If you want to address the actual problem at its roots and stop flailing away like a flock of disturbed pigeons arguing about elephants, do the paperwork to correct your political status, enter into your lawful capacity as one of the lawful people of this country, join your lawful state assembly, and restore your lawful counties, lawful states, and their associated lawful courts to serve the needs of the lawful people. Your country needs you to wake up, all the way up. The watch fires are lit and burning. Go to thamericanstatesassembly.net.